It started with a single move, one quiet gesture from Park Bo-gum that didn't make headlines at first, but for fans who have followed him and Kim Yoo-jung for years, it was the spark that reignited old speculations, longings, and hope. Could this mean there's more happening behind the scenes? And if so, why now? Let's take a deep look into the subtle signals, industry whispers, and personal journeys that seem to be pulling Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung closer again, not just professionally, but possibly emotionally. This is the story fans didn't see coming. Park Bo-gum's recent move that may just hint at a deeper connection with Kim Yoo-jung. Let's begin. Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung were once one of the most talked about on-screen pairings in K-drama history. Their chemistry in Love in the Moonlight didn't just capture ratings. It captured hearts. And ever since then, fans have been asking the same question. Why haven't they reunited on screen? And is there something more than just acting between them? Over the years, they each took separate paths. Kim Yoo-jung continued to shine, taking on projects that challenged her growth as an actress. She stepped into more mature, complex roles, showing depth far beyond her years. Park Bo-gum, on the other hand, walked a different road. He fulfilled his military service, took time to reflect, and made a quiet but impactful comeback with fan meetings and selective public appearances. He chose privacy over press and silence over speculation. But then, something shifted. At a recent fan meeting in Japan, something unusual happened. Park Bo-gum mentioned a very special person whose work he had been quietly supporting. He didn't give names, but his eyes lit up and his tone shifted. Some fans brushed it off, but others connected the dots. Only weeks earlier, Park Bo-gum had followed Kim Yoo-jung's new film release, not publicly, but through private channels that some fans noticed. A now-deleted social media post from a stylist showed both Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung attending a closed-door industry event on the same night, though they arrived separately. And then came the most surprising move. Park Bo-gum signed a short-term project with a director who previously worked with Kim Yoo-jung, someone known to only choose projects involving deeply personal stories. Industry insiders immediately began to whisper, was this coincidence? Or was this a strategic move? Not for publicity, but perhaps for reconnection? One entertainment journalist hinted that Park Bo-gum had asked about Kim Yoo-jung's schedule while finalizing his contract. Another claimed the actor specifically requested more emotionally driven projects, similar to what he had done in Love in the Moonlight. It's rare for Park Bo-gum to be this intentional. He has always maintained a polished, humble public image. No dating scandals, no tabloid drama. So why now? Why take steps that seem to quietly orbit the world of Kim Yoo-jung again? Some fans believe the timing is no accident. Both stars are in a different phase of life now, more mature, more grounded. And they've both talked recently about missing something meaningful in their careers. Could that something be each other? There's more. Recently, Kim Yoo-jung shared a cryptic message during a press interview for her film. When asked about what kind of co-star she'd like to work with again, she smiled and said, "Someone who made acting feel effortless, someone I didn't have to pretend with." To longtime fans, it was clear who she was talking about. And here's the kicker. She was asked about a potential reunion with Park Bo-gum directly. She didn't deny it. She didn't confirm it either. But she said this, "I think timing is important. And when the time is right, maybe we'll meet again, not just on screen." That one line was enough to send fans into a frenzy, not just for what it meant professionally, but for what it could mean personally. Let's not forget the long-standing rumors that have followed the two since 2016. Despite zero confirmation, there were multiple sightings of them meeting off-screen. They were both known to share the same circle of stylists, mutual friends, and event invitations. In 2021, one staff member from a drama set reportedly saw them chatting for over an hour during a private awards ceremony rehearsal. They weren't flirting. They weren't trying to be seen. They were just comfortable. And now, in 2025, it seems like those quiet moments are starting to surface again, not because they want the attention, but because it's becoming harder to hide. Park Bo-gum's recent move may seem small on the surface, but for those watching closely, it's loud and clear. He's orbiting back toward Kim Yoo-jung's world. Slowly, carefully, deliberately, and maybe, just maybe. It's not about fan service, not about business, but about something real. The real question now is, will they take that leap? Will the industry finally support a reunion? Or will they keep walking parallel paths, forever connected but never fully crossing again? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. In a world where most stars hide behind polished statements and PR teams, Park Bo-gum's move speaks louder than any headline. And Kim Yoo-jung's silence might just be the answer we've all been waiting for. This has been another exclusive story from K-Drama Cycle. Stay tuned, because when it comes to Park Bo-gum and Kim Yoo-jung, the story is far from over.